What's really in the middle of a Kit Kat? The answer will blow your mind. But first, let's talk a little bit more about Kit Kat. Kit Kat is a much-loved chocolate bar that has been enjoyed across the world for many years. But where did it come from? Kit Kat was launched in London on August 1935, and the first chocolate bar was a four-finger chocolate wafer bar. It hasn't always been called a Kit Kat. When the product was launched, it was called Rowntree's Chocolate Chrisp and was renamed to Kit Kat Chocolate Chrisp 2 years later. In 1949, they dropped the words Chocolate Crisp and it became just Kit Kat. Because Kit Kat was launched just before the World War II, during the war some of the ingredients had to be changed due to rationing. The change of ingredients made the chocolate bar not as tasty, and that was a worry for the company. During this time, they even changed their advertising to read "No more chocolate crisp" until after the war, hoping that it would keep people's interest and loyalty. Other than ingredients, packaging was changed too. During the World War, packaging was blue, and the shortage of milk forced them to switch from milk to dark chocolate in Kit Kat bars. However, once the war was over, it reverted back to its original recipe and packaging. 1955 marked the first year of advertising the product on television. Television was a new source of advertisement, but very expensive. Not everyone could afford to have television, but as time went on and prices dropped, they became more affordable for the working class. This was a great way for Kit Kat promotion to its target audience. In 1957, the slogan "Have a break, have a Kit Kat" was used alongside their TV commercials to promote the bar as workers' chocolate. It was also associated as the perfect snack to go with a tea or coffee when you are on your break. The idea of the wafer being the filling was to keep the cost of production lower, because if it was made from solid chocolate, the costs would have been a lot higher. Now, the real question: what's really inside of a Kit Kat bar? They claim it's just a crisp wafer, but they hide one important thing. Some Kit Kats get broken while they're being made, and instead of throwing them out, the company crushes them and adds sugar. And that's what's on the inside of a Kit Kat bar. It's literally crushed up Kit Kats. Today, there are over 300 flavors of Kit Kat, over 200 limited edition and seasonal flavors produced since 2000, mostly in Japan. They began to experiment with not only sweet-tasting flavors, but any flavor that exists within Japanese culture. This includes flavors such as wasabi, matcha tea, miso soup, soy sauce, and many others. Would you try any of these flavors?